जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशता। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada Jai Jai Prabhupada श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, श्रीताई गौर सुंदर की, पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Saying from Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam. Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 5th, chapter number 1, chapter number 5th, chapter number 2, entitled as The Activities of Maharaj Agnidhara. Text number 1 onwards. Text 1. श्रीशुका उवाच एवं पितरि संप्रवृत्ते तदनुशासने वर्तमान अग्निधरो जम्बूद्वीपोपौक्षः प्रजा औषर्वद् धर्मावेक्षमानः पर्यगोपाययत्। श्रीशुका उवाच एवं पितरि संप्रवृत्ते तद अनुशासने वर्तमान अग्निधरो जम्बूद्वीपक्षः प्रजा औषर्वद् धर्मावेक्षमानः Paryagopayat. We'll go forward meaning. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Evam, thus, Pitri, when his father, Sampravitte, took the path of liberation, Tad Anusasane, according to his order, Vartamanaha, situated, Agnidhra, King Agnidhra, Jambu Dvipe Okshaha, the inhabitants of Jambu Dvipa, Praja, Sijjan, Aurashavata, as if they were his sons, Dharma, religion, Dharma, religious principles, Avekchamana, strictly observing, Paryagopayat, completely protected. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued after his father Maharaj Privrata departed to follow the path of spiritual life. By undergoing austerities, King Agnidhara completely obeyed his order. Strictly observing the principle of religion, he gave full protection to the inhabitants of Jambudvipa as if they were his own begotten sons. Again, Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued after his father Maharaj Privrata departed to follow the path of spiritual life. By undergoing austerities, King Agnidhara completely obeyed his order. Strictly observing the principles of religion, he gave full protection to the inhabitants of Jambudvipa as if they were his own begotten sons. Purport. Following the instructions of his father Maharaj Privrata, Maharaj Agnidhara ruled the inhabitants of Jambudvipa according to religious principles. These principles are exactly contrary to the modern principles of faithlessness. As clearly stated here, the king protected the citizens the way the father protects his begotten children. How he ruled the citizens is also described here. Dharma Vekshamanaha, strictly according to religious principles. It's duty of the executive head of a state to see that the citizens strictly follow religious principles. The Vedic religious principles begin with Varnashram Dharma, the duties of the 4 Varna and 4 Ashrama. Dharma refers to principles given by Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first principle of Dharma or religion is to observe the duties of 4 orders as enjoined by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to people's qualities and activities, society should be divided into Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and then again into Brahmacharis, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. These are religious principles, and it is duty of the head of state to see that his citizens strictly follow them. He should not merely act officially. He should be like a father who is always a well-wisher of his sons. Such a father strictly observes whether his sons are performing their duties, and sometimes he also punishes them. Just contrary to the principles mentioned here, the presidents and the chief executives in the age of Kali are simply tax collectors who do not care whether religious principles are observed. Indeed, the chief executive of the present day introduces all kinds of sinful activities, especially illicit sex, intoxication, animal killing, and gambling. These sinful activities are now very prominently manifested in India. Although 100 years ago, these 4 principles of sinful life were strictly prohibited in the families of India, they have now been introduced into every Indian families. Therefore, they cannot follow religious principles. In contrast to the principles of the king of old, the modern state is concerned only with propaganda for laying taxes, and is no longer responsible for the spiritual welfare of the citizen. The state is now callous to religious principles. Srimad Bhagavatam predicts that in Kali Yuga the government will be entrusted with Dasyu Dharma, which means the occupational duty of rogues and thieves. Modern heads of state are rogues and thieves who plunder the citizens instead of giving them protection. Rogues and thieves plunder without regard for law. But in this age of Kali, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, the lawmakers themselves plunder the citizens. The next predictions to be fulfilled, which is already coming to pass, is that because of the sinful activities of the citizens and the government, rain will become increasingly scarce. Gradually, there will be complete drought and no production of food grains. People will be reduced to eating flesh and seed, and many good spiritually inclined people will have to forsake their homes because they will be too harassed by drought, taxation, and famine. The Krishna consciousness movement is the only hope to save the world from such devastation. It is the most scientific and authorized movement for the actual welfare of the whole human society. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langyayate Girim Yatkipatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Also read the summary of this chapter. In this chapter, the character of Maharaj Agnidhara is described. When Maharaj Privrata went off for spiritual realizations, his son Agnidhara became the ruler of Jambudvipa. In accordance with the Maharaj Privrata instructions, and maintained its residence with the same affection a father feels for his sons. Once Maharaj Agnidhara desired to have a son, and therefore he entered a cave of Mandara mountain to practice austerity. Understanding his desires, Lord Brahma sent a celestial girl named Purvachitti to Agnidhara's hermitage. After dressing herself very attractively, she presented herself before him with various feminine movements, and Agnidhara was naturally attracted to her. The girl's action, expressions, smiles, sweet words, and moving eyes were fascinating to him. Agnidhara was expert in flattery. Thus he attracted the celestial girl, who was pleased to accept him as her husband because of his mellifluous words. She enjoyed royal happiness with Agnidhara for many years before returning to her abode in heavenly planets. In her womb, Agnidhara begot 9 sons: Nabhi, Kimpurusha, Harivarsha, Ilavarta, Ramyaka, Hiranmaya, Kuru, Bhadrashva, and Ketumala. He gave them 9 islands with names corresponding to theirs. Agnidhara, however, his senses unsatisfied, was always thinking of his celestial wife, and therefore in his next life he was born in her celestial planet. After death of Agnidhara, his 9 sons married 9 daughters of Meru, named Meru Devi, Pratirupa, Ugra Dhamastri, Lata, Ramya, Shyama, Nari, Bhadra, and Devaviti. So it's very interesting for us to know this, because this is how our ancestral history is. We all staying Jambu Dvipe, Bharat Varshe, Bharat Khande, like that we sing. Whenever there is some sacrifice is done, then the priest will chant this, exactly locating place and time before performing any sacrifices. So this is about Jambudvipa, and Jambudvipa was very first ruled by Maharaj Agnidhara. We know the all uncommon activities of Privrata Maharaj, that he performed such uncommon activities which is generally people cannot believe. And last time we discussed, but for a pure devotee of Lord like Maharaj Privrata, nothing is impossible, because they are carrying the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Lord is also called Trivikrama. He performed a supernatural pastimes, where within 3 steps or even 2 steps, he covered the whole universe. Then similarly, then a pure devotee of Lord, by the empowerment of Lord, can do anything and everything. This was mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. He was especially mentioning that please do not be surprised after hearing the uncommon activities of Maharaj Privrata. He was able to do so because he was empowered by the Lord himself. And he was giving the example of how water is coming from Viraja river. After touching the lotus feet of the Lord, the water becomes Ganges and purifies the whole 3 worlds. Before it's a ordinary water, but as soon as it takes the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord, Vaman Dev, we know that pastime, then even Lord Shiva wished to hold this on his head to get purified, whose name itself is auspicious, Lord Shiva. And this water of Ganges purifies the whole world, 3 planetary systems. So similarly, the Lord's pure devotees on the blessings and empowerment of the Lord can do anything and everything. So in the Privrata Maharaj, we know his pastimes. He's seeing that half of the hemisphere is 6 months dark, and there are sun. 12 hours sun is there and 12 hours sun is not there. So he decided that let there be sun all the time. And he started rotating in opposite directions of the sun, exactly like another sun. And there was all the time there will be sunlight. And by his movement of the wheel, the 7 islands formed. The 7 islands, in one of this island is Jambu Dvipa, which is the centerpiece. In the Jambu Dvipa, there are 9 further sub-islands. In the sub-islands, we know this is Bharatkanda, where we are staying. And in Bharatkanda, we are staying here in this universe, in this country, or we say subcontinent, India. And in that portion, we are staying here in the South India, in the Coimbatore, and here in ISKCON temple. So this Jambu Dvipa, this originally 7 islands were formed. In the centerpiece is Jambu Dvipa. In Jambu Dvipa was handed over to his eldest son, whose name was Maharaj Agnidhara. So we earlier read that Privrata Maharaj had 10 sons, and the 3 of them, they became Paramhamsas, the renounced order, sannyasis of the highest order, and they were not at all interested in worldly affairs. They renounced. They went to forest for meditation, and then remaining 7 of them, each one of them he handed over the charge of all these 7 islands. So to King Maharaj Agnidhara, he was his eldest son, he gave this Jambu Dvipa to rule. And you see, the Maharaj Agnidhara was also great personalities. How we understand greatness about a person? By seeing his action. So it's mentioned about Agnidhara that how Privrata Maharaj had handed over the whole Jambu Dvipa to him. Very responsibly he was carrying out his duties. As a king, his duty was to protect the citizens, and he was protecting all his citizens exactly like one father protects his own begotten son. He was protecting all his citizens. And just to clarify, citizens doesn't mean only human being. In the Vedic system, praja means whoever takes birth in that land is called praja. So all the living entity, including under the water, birds, plants, insects, animals, and human being, all of them, they are called praja. And Maharaj Agnidhara was protecting all of them exactly as one's own begotten son. And Prabhupada is comparing how the Agnidhara was ruling and how is the present situation. What is the bond between father and son, which is how it is based? It's based on faith. The father, he says to son something, immediately son will obey. Why he will obey? Because there is a faith that it is good for me. Father is saying there must be something for me. Something is, father will never say by which I will be harmed. It is definitely good for me. So like that there is a bonding based on trust and faith. Both sides it is there. And there is no language required for this. This is a heart-to-heart communication is there. And that's how we see that the whole relationship carries on like that throughout life. Because this hidden trust, faith is mentioned because that of a relationship and that bonding, and people understand that my father is always, my parents are always will do good for me. They're saying that. But in contrast, now we see about the politicians and the citizens' relationship. Is they completely understand this. He is only coming for vote, as his purpose only to get vote, and after he is elected, he will do what what is good for him. And they are all, most of them are like them only. They understand. So citizens also, when the terms of voting comes, they'll collect whatever they give. From each one of them they will collect. And mostly they may not go for voting also. So that is the situation we see. And then they give so much of promises. I'll do this, I'll do that. They also know they're not going to do, and the citizens also, they know they'll never do it. So this is the situation. Completely, there is no faith. Faith is not there. And action is also according to what the faith or action is also like this only. Here there was such a nice faith, this complete surrender of the citizens on the Agnidhara, Maharaj Agnidhara, and his actions were also similarly like that only. He was protecting them like his own begotten sons. Just thinking about them, how the cow thinks about the calf, mother thinks about the child all the time. If some mother comes to take darshan along with a small kid, so she will be taking darshan, but she is also looking around, where is my kid? She's thinking, oh, he's not going here and there. She's always very careful. So the child goes little here and there, she catches and again brings him back. So like that, Agnidhara was, Maharaj Agnidhara was always thinking about the welfare of his citizens. And what is the welfare? What is the real welfare? Real welfare, Prabhupada describes, if a person is drowning in the river, one person can go and see, oh, he has put a costly watch. Let me first save the watch. So he takes out the watch. And then he sees, oh, his coat is getting wet. So he removes the coat. And then he forgets about the person. Is this actually really welfare? No, this is not real help. The help is we have to save the person. Let the watch get spoiled. The another watch we can get. Clothes can get spoiled. Another clothes can be changed. But person is lost. Everything is lost. So the real welfare is to save the person. Similarly, the real welfare is actually to save the soul. This body is described in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna is describing is less like a dress. Vasam se jirnani yatha vihaya navani ghenati narona prari. Saying that as we changes the dress, when it becomes dirty, or it is rejected. Similarly, at time of death, soul changes from one type of body to another type of body. This body is exactly like a dress. So the real welfare is to save the soul. So this is the real welfare. Of course, along with the soul, we have to also take care of the body. But the primary attention is to be given to soul. When actually the soul is satisfied, a person even living in a poverty-stricken condition will be very happy, will be very satisfied, will be very deeply peaceful. So Maharaj Agnidhara is mentioned, he was focused on to facilitating the all the living entities, how they will advance spiritually. He was following. Therefore, the Krishna has produced this varnasam system. Chaturvarnyam maya system gun karma vibhagasa. It's produced. Krishna has set up this natural system of varnashrama, where there is a balance is striked, because we are soul inside this body. We are trapped inside this body, and we think we are body, and we forgetful of the soul. So the bodily demands becomes prominent, but actually we are soul. So varnasam system is designed such a way that we progress spiritually, at the same time, side by side, bodily needs are taken care. There are so many bodily needs. Physical needs we know, that we need to eat, we need to drink. Then we know emotional needs. Someone has to talk to us, somebody has to ask about us, how are we. Sometimes we need some joking atmosphere, some entertainment. So the emotional needs, social needs, we need social atmosphere. We cannot be just living like animals, where people don't have to differentiate between mother, sister, or anything. That is uncivilized. So there is a social needs are there. In this way, then the whole humanity, this political, in this way it's extended. So the varnasam systems take care of everything, including the most important element, that how the soul which is trapped inside body can get liberation, moksha. The varnashram system is this is established by the Lord himself, and the grandfather of Maharaj Agnidhara. That's what he instituted this. All rules and regulations of different varnashram system. And Maharaj Agnidhara, he was obeying his father, and he instituted this system for the welfare of everybody. Prabhupada is telling there are 4 varnas: Brahmana, Vaisya, Sudra, Vaisya, Kshatriya, Brahmana, and there are 4 asamas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So 4 spiritual and social order. Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Sri Gaur Sundar ki jai. So people are situated in these ashramas, and everyone carries out the discipline. The life becomes very happy, fulfilling. I was discussing with modern time. You see how the varnashram system is completely lost, and people how they are living uncivilized life, and more it's becoming day-to-day practiced. We are staying here in the temple, we don't know all these things, but sometimes people come and talk to us. One person was saying that how people are working the whole week very hard. Very hard they are working to earn money. And as soon as the weekend comes, they just want to flick. They are going out. Night they will go. The work is there till at 9 o'clock. They go 10 o'clock. Some kitty party they will go. Kitty party, they do all sorts of nonsense, and then they drink and come back. And then like this whole things goes on. Varnashram system, we forget about Varnashram system, worse things happens. And in this way, the whole family life is spoiled. One person's completely a family life, that bond feeling is spoiled, and that's how there are so many divorces in the current situation we see, and especially the young generations we see. There are so many divorces. Nobody is satisfied, and it is so much now that even the children are not willing to marry. I think there's no need to marry, will not marry. I know so many families, their children are there struggling, the parents are struggling, they should get married. But the children already decided, no, there's no need. For when we Krishna consciousness movement, we see that some few people, they want to join brahmachari ashram. Then there is so much cry for this. No, they should not do this and that. But that is for higher purpose. But now, in this current situation, we see they are not ready. Even the boys and girls both, they don't want to get married. Because of they are all seeing this, there is no need. Why need to take the commitment and burden, and then both sides has to be unhappy. So because the collapse of Varnashram system, because of the people don't have the higher purpose, goal in life, the faithlessness is there. They don't have trust. There is no trust in any relationship. Everybody is just thinking how they can maximize their pleasure, sense pleasure. Everybody is focused on this. No, it's not thinking about others. That's how the animalistic life is there. They just want to think about their pleasure. So you see, the whole society is just going down, going in more down and down. And we see how Srila Prabhupada, when he reached New York, he was there with hippies, and they were all living like this. They fall in the street, having taken drugs, and unconscious what they are doing. They did not had any clue of spiritual life, though they wanted to follow spiritual life, but there was no one to teach them. There's just in the name of spirituality, they were teaching how to get intoxicated and how to, without a guilt, do all sorts of nonsense. And Prabhupada, when he saw them, he felt so much for them. And this how King Maharaj Agnidhara was also feeling similarly. That how my citizens, they can be liberated, how they can be protected. When Akrura Maharaj went to Vrindavan and met Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna inquired about his welfare, and then he made a comment. What welfare I should ask? It's like you are living under the Kamsa's protection, which is like a butcher. The butchers also, they keep their animals very nicely safeguarded, and they will feed also. But what they are going to do? They are going to cut and sell it. That's how the protection is given. So he is the Lord Krishna made comment like this. Kamsa is ruling like this. His rule is like this. So what welfare I can ask? What more I can ask? So in the family itself, we will see the parents, they should discipline their children. They should give them a good moral, ethical lessons. But we will see the parents itself will push them. You go and watch cinema. And you do this, you do that. Enjoy the life. That's how they are also feeling this is the enjoyment. So where the protection should come, from there only actually they are getting spoiled. So mentioned in the Kali Yuga, this is Prabhupada is mentioning the two forecast mentioned in the scriptures, that how the Kali Yuga situation will be there. The people who are supposed to protect actually will harm. This is like we know this past time in Maharaj Yudhishthir. Maharaj Yudhishthir got a dream, and in the dream he saw something very unnatural. In his dream he saw the boundary is eating the field. The boundary is eating the field. Then like this he had many dreams. Then he called his ministers and he asked, why I am getting this dream, what is the meaning of this? And his ministers explained to him, the meaning of this is the Kali Yuga is very soon going to start, and in Kali Yuga the boundary which is supposed to protect the field actually will engulf the field. This will start, boundary itself will start consuming. So the administrators or the rulers which are supposed to protect the citizens actually do the maximum harm. Similarly, the parents supposed to protect their children, they will do maximum harm. So that's how the Kali Yuga it is there. This Prabhupada is mentioning. The state is now callous to religious principle. Srimad Bhagavatam predicts that in Kali Yuga the government will be entrusted with Dasyu Dharma, which means the occupational duty of rogues and thieves. Modern heads of state are rogues and thieves who plunder the citizens instead of giving them protection. Rogues and thieves plunder without regards for law. But in this age of Kali, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, the lawmaker themselves plunder the citizens. Currently we see that how the head of the state is always thinking to put the tariff. This tariff, that tariff, to collect the more and more money. And this money is paid by whom? Their own citizens is being paid. So putting more and more economical pressure, trying to plunder whatever wealth they have earned with the hardship, just trying to take this. And how is the character of the such head of states? If you see, now it is all come into public. They are all worst kind of things even we cannot imagine. And then they become the state of the head of the state, and everyone supposed to follow them and think great about them. And then irony is they are also elected by all the citizens only. So both the Praja and the king, they are like this. There was saying, Andhera Nagari Chaupat Raja Takasera Bhaji Takasera Khaja. There was a kingdom which name was Andhera Nagari, and the king was named Chaupat Raja. Chaupat means bogus. And in that kingdom, everything you will get for 1.25 rupees. You will get khaja also for 1.25 rupees. We will get sabji also for 1.25 rupees for anything you buy. Because he's the principle of the king. Why there should be different denomination, why people should be confused. One price for everything. So when the saintly person visited, he saw this very nice place, everything is very good. He sent his disciples to find out to collect something so that they can cook and offer and eat. Then these disciples went, and then two of them is sent. One of disciples, both of them returned back, and they informed this very nice kingdom, everything is only 1.25 rupees. Then their guru said, now immediately we should pack and leave. This is a very dangerous place. So one disciple agreed, oh yes, we should leave because you are saying. Another disciple said, there's something wrong with you. Why I should leave? Such a nice thing, everything we get for same price. Then this Guru told him, oh, don't stay here, it's a very dangerous place. Then, but he insisted. Then Guru said, okay, whenever you're in danger, you remember us. Okay, then he said, okay, you do what you want, and he left. Then this disciple, he went around. He went around enjoying. He got something, and all best thing he collected, and he was trying to feast on that. Then there's somebody lost. Somebody's wall fell down. Then wall fell down. Then he went and complained to the king. Then king he said, oh, wall fell down. So why the wall fell down? They said somebody just hit the wall and fell down. So he said, catch hold of that person who hit the wall, fell down. By who's hitting the wall has fell down. Then that person was caught. That person gave another excuse. No, because of this, the wall has. I hit that. Then he said, no, okay, this person's mistake is not there. Release him. Then like this, he called several people, and each one of them, they gave some excuse, and they got rid of this. Finally, it was blamed. There's a stranger has come inside our kingdom, and because of this has happened. So immediately they caught hold of this disciple and brought in front of the king. And then king said that because of you only this wall has fell down, and because of that this goat is died. So you should be punished. You should be hanged to death. And then he was put into he was nicely eating, and they caught hold of him. And then he without anything, he got into this trouble. Then he remembered his guru. Then his guru came and did something. And then he punished. Then he thought that, at this moment, if one person is going to be hanged, he's going to get liberated. Then his minister said, no, I want to get liberated. Then king is saying, no, why you want to get liberated? I should get first liberated because I am the king. So like this story is in Panchatantra, we see here this story. So like that, people, there's no discipline is followed. Everybody is doing how they feel it is good. Everybody is suggesting, this is also good, that is also good. They are not able to understand what should be the standard. The standard is established by the Supreme Lord Himself. Therefore, the Shastras are there. Everything should be done in accordance to the Shastra. Shastric principles are there. Then things will be smooth. Otherwise, one person will think, this is right. Another person will think, no, this is wrong. That is the right. So how we will know what is correct? So we should follow the Shastra. And the Shastra also, within the Shastra, we may misunderstand. So the Shastra also should be followed under the directions of Mahajana. Mahajana yena gata sapantha. So in this way, this person is progressive, the society is progressive, and everybody is happy. At the end, they are successful. So you see here that Maharaj Agnidhara, he was guiding based on all the scriptures which he has received from his grandfather, great-grandfather. In this way, the whole society was progressive, and they were meeting their end of life. They were able to go back to Godhead. So the two prophecy Prabhupada mentioned. One, that the protector itself will harm the citizens, their subordinates. And then second thing is, all the religious ceremonies will stop, sacrifices will stop, and the rain will become very scarce. Rain will not be there, and people will have a scarcity even to eat. It's so much it is mentioned that people won't find to eat, and then they will kill each other and start eating. Let's go to that extent. And particularly when Prabhupada was writing this, he was there in Hyderabad and there was a big drought for months together, and there was no production. There's so much of cry, and then government was trying, to do something to reach out food to people, but it's very difficult in such a big state. And and then actually some of the people approached Prabhupada that Swamiji, can anything be done? And Prabhupada said, there's one possibility. If all of you do Sankirtan, stay at your home and do Sankirtan, then rain will come. And Prabhupada himself, through his disciples, he organized big Sankirtan. And so many people joined, and there was a Kirtan. And to surprise, towards the end of the Kirtan, there's such a big rainfall. After a very long time, and Prabhupada, you see there, we perform this Hari Nama Sankirtan and rain has come. So this is the proof. And then he advised everybody to do Sankirtan at their house. So this was especially noticed, and this was a headline in many newspapers those days, that how Swamiji has performed the Sankirtan, and as a result, rain has actually come. So if you want to actually remain happier, physically and spiritually, materially and spiritually, then we should take the Sankirtan movement inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we can remain actually very peaceful, very happy, progressive. This is only the hope, the Hari Nama Sankirtan. We cannot depend on the government and the things. There is no point of talking about this. We have to do something our own. And Prabhupada says that at least in our devotee community, Prabhupada wanted to establish this Varnashrama system, and our life should be based on cows, farming, so that and Sankirtan. We do the Sankirtan, the rain will come, then cows will be there, will drink the milk, bulls will be there, we plow the field, grains will come, we all remain happy. There is no need to depend on the rest of the system. We can very happily live. And then we'll do Sankirtan, whatever is grown, we cook and offer to the Lord. Very sustainable ecosystem. So most important thing is to apply these principles in our life. I was hearing Prabhupada's lecture today morning. Prabhupada is telling that if you want to be happy, you should accept Krishna consciousness. Study the philosophy. Study the philosophy and apply the principles, methods in your life, which is mentioned here in the philosophy. Then you will become very happy. So should all chant the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Stay in devotees association, worship the deities, and we'll see that everything will happen nicely. Though there is so much chaos outside. So this is actually the secret. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patit Pavan Prabhupada ki jai.